Now, if you are a regular viewer of this channel, you know how I feel about Inaros. But we're going to make the effort to make him interesting. Let's get into it. Here we are in the simulacrum with Inaros Prime. Oh boy. So, we're going to go up against some Corpus Techs at level 100 to start off with. And we're going to use our Scarab Swarm as per usual. Hopefully I don't die, because that will be embarrassing. And then we're also going to heal using Devour, because Devour, of course, is a very easy way to heal using Inaros. I don't need to go through all the ways to heal, do I? So if we now use this ability here on my third, it seems like everyone is pretty much dead. We can go over here. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Is everyone dead? Almost. Let's do it again. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Bam. Everyone is dead. Almost. Except for these Ospreys. I don't know what the dealio is with these Ospreys. Perhaps there's elevation memes? Probably. But either way, now that we have just this one corrupted, or rather one Corpus Tech left, I will use that method to just basically finish him off. So, let's have a look at the build that we're using with Inaros in order to actually make him interesting. Here is the build that I am using with Inaros, the OMG damage build for Inaros. So, pretty straightforward zero form of build here. Of course, because he's a tank, we're using Vitality and Adaptation, and because he's a tank, we're using Counter Adrenaline just to keep his energy up. Otherwise, Negation Swarm continues to be very, very useful, and we're using Prime Flow and Streamline just to keep the energy flowing. And then, of course, we're using Stretch and Prime Continuity just to keep things a little bit more in line. Now, we are using Defy, so that means that we are doing a lot of damage. I am using Defy specifically for the damage part of this ability. I actually don't care about the armor part of this ability, even though that particular part of the ability was nerfed as part of the Helminth. That actually doesn't matter in this regard. So that is why when I take in a bunch of damage, I then get to multiply the amount of damage that I take in by 7.5, and that means I can radiate that damage out as a giant bunch of damage that does do quite a lot against those enemies. And that is essentially the idea, to use Defy as a way of actually clearing the map of enemies as opposed to a way to just get more armor. Inaros obviously doesn't need that armor because he already has his own armor, so just doubling off on that is kind of unnecessary. So at that point, we're really just focusing on that damage. Now you may be thinking, on a build like mine, perhaps going for some power strength is a good idea, and indeed it is. So I ask you in the comments, what would I sacrifice on my build in order to put in a power strength mod, whether it be blind rage, or whether it be intensify, or whether it even be transient fortitude. Let me know in the comments what you would do to put in that power strength if we were to use a build like this. If it requires a former, then so be it, but I personally will not be putting former on my Inaros. But either way, when it comes to using Defy, even just in a Steel Path mission, generally speaking, because this scales infinitely by definition, it actually works pretty well even with just 100% power strength, as you can see in this background footage, especially against unarmored enemies. But even against armored enemies, if you're going up against a normal Grineer mission, typically there's a lot of really low tier armored enemies like Lancers and Butchers, and they can be easily dispatched by the use of Defy anyway, so everything should be hunky-dory. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Would you use a build like this? Have we finally made Inaros interesting? Maybe? Maybe not. Considering that he still has 3 abilities that basically triple up on each other in terms of healing. Maybe not, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!